really gone through a lot so far, because next we're going to be hopping into a fun writing game. We're going to be doing something a little bit more interactive. So that will be cool. But before we do, let me pull up my screen. So with where we're at with our schedule, we're about to hop into our writing game next. Man, but I would love to hear from the chat. And by the way, I love how involved you guys are. We're loving seeing the comments. You guys have been really, really awesome. Megan was like, I also got my latest chapter, my fanfic completed today. Awesome. Excellent. Like, you completed it during this stream. Woo, making some progress here. That's what's up. We're hopefully getting some good writing in today. Jackie, like, Jared, not enough coffee or tea in the world. Oh, but doing stellar. Thank you, my friend. Hats off to you. Jared, Repeat, and Brianna, this has been a great day so far. I know. And we're not even halfway through. Like, this is fun. Senza, welcome. You're like, I just got on the stream, 2 cups of coffee in, just set up a new project. Ooh, that's exciting. I love your little character icon, by the way. That's very cool. Let's see. Anna, fun day. ML, never enough coffee. This has been very well put together, educational and inspiring. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, root beer is great when you're thirsty. always a tasty treat. Definitely love seeing all the vibes from the community. So, but okay. So as I had the schedule pulled up, let's see where we're at. So we just finished with our turbocharged presentation, and we're about to hop into our next writing event. So we're going to hop into a writing game. But before we do, let's just do a quick announcement. The Right Now Discord. Do you want to be a part of an active writing community? Whether, let's say, you want to interact with other writers, you have questions, you like sharing memes, you like playing games, you like just chatting. There are so many ways to be involved. Come join us in the Right Now Discord. If you want to come join our community, it's very active. We have many conversations going on daily. The link is down in the YouTube description. I also just dropped it down in the chat as well. So come join us in the Discord right now. Absolutely. Discord has been one of the greatest things that we've tried this past year, and everybody in the Discord community loves it. Right? It's a great way to be able to network with the other writers outside of the live streams. So definitely come join us in the Discord, and it is a phenomenal resource. All right, my friends. All right, beautiful. So what we are going to be doing next, we're going to be hopping into a writing game. So this is going to be super cool. Now, the writers who we've asked to come join us don't know what the writing game is. I've hinted at it. I know I've hinted at it. For those of you guys who joined us in the first Write-A-Thon back in the summer, back around the 4th of July, you might have an inkling, because this was one of our most popular writing events during the time. So first off, let me bring up the writers, and let me get my stuff set up here. Here's our ad for the writing game. All right, and let's see which writers we have joining us in the studio. And just because you're not on the stream doesn't mean that you can't be involved. We're going to need your ideas. We're going to need your help to help us bring this next game to life. All right, my friends. So without further ado, let me see who I got queued up here. Just checking. All right, perfect. So without further ado, let me bring up my wonderful co-hosts over here, Miss Penelope Hartley. Welcome back, Miss Penelope, and our favorite chat soul. Welcome back, friends. Whew, man, we've been going strong. How are you guys doing? First off, before I bring the other guests in, how are you guys doing? So you're muted.
It's good.
So you're muted. We see Crow, but you're muted.
I didn't realize that. Crow's been sitting over here next to me, listening to the whole thing, and this is just awesome.
Wow. So is Crow now ready to start turbocharging his characters?
Are you gonna do that?
Oh, the look.
That look. Crow's like, yeah.
I invented that. Paul.
Oh man. Well, I hope you guys are having fun. I know these discussions, these conversations have been great. Penelope, the mental health conversation was awesome, by the way.
That was fire. Yes, that was so good.
Whew. But now it's finally time for an interactive game experience. So let me bring up the other authors. I'm going to welcome back to the stage Miss Anna Sekira. Anna, welcome back. Welcome. And please tell me, did I say your last name right? Is it Sekira?
Cicada, yes.
Cicada. Okay, the cicada. I have to get names right. I always do. And we'll welcome back to the stage Mr. Chris Lilly. Welcome back, my friend. Oh, I love it. You have the dragon Mickey Dragon Mouse.
It's the pink Power Rangers. I made my own Mickey ears. I figured you were wearing a hat. I'm gonna wear a hat.
I have to match him.
I have a hat.
All right, it's hat time. People have got to match me. I kind of went with this like pseudo Indiana Jones vibe. I was like, all right, that's what we're gonna do. Okay,
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get my hat too.
Right, apparently it's hat time.
Look what you started.
We started a hat movement. If you're in the chat, put your hat on.
We need to put our thinking caps on for the writing game.
Yeah, you're gonna need your thinking caps. And let me bring up our other writer, Mr. Paul Inman. Welcome, Paul. Welcome, my friend.
Hey, how you doing? I actually don't have a hat near me, so
you're like, I guess
just
my
put a napkin on your head. Just put a napkin.
I don't have a napkin near me. All I can do is put my book on my head.
There you go. Perfect.
It's okay, Paul. You can use the power of the beard.
Yeah, there you go. I wear my hat on my face.
So I am very excited. I am very, very excited to be able to bring this event back to the community. So back in July, we did a writing game where essentially we wrote a story together as a group. This was a real challenge. It was fun. And really the point of it is just for us to write a story together. Because what more fun is it than creating, whether it's characters, worlds, whether it takes place in the real world or in a world filled with dragons and ghouls, who knows, right? We could go in any direction. So essentially this is what this game is. And chat, if you're here, we're going to need your help. We're going to need your ideas. So essentially what we're going to do, we are going to write a story together. Last time we did this, I know Penelope, Sol, and Chris, you guys joined me last time back during the summer. Mm-hmm. We're going to go one by one writing a story together. Essentially what you're going to do, I'm going to pull up the word processor on my end. Let's see, I'm going to pull up the word processor on my end. The only thing you have to do is you just have to think about what is the next sentence of the story. So essentially it's kind of like challenging us to think on the spot of like, okay, what's going to be the next sentence? We're going to start the story off. We're going to do a beginning, middle, and end. We'll try to see if we can get through the story. We have a little bit more time this time, so I believe in us. And essentially we'll just go down the list. Originally I was thinking popcorn, but I was like, all right, that might, I think, okay, we'll go in order. We'll see how that sounds. And we'll see if it works out. And I have my screen pulled up here. All right, perfect. So this is going to be very, very easy. So essentially we're going to be going down the list, writing a story together. As like, this is called the write a story, or the build a story game. Yes, build a story game. So what it will be, for example, let's say I will do the first sentence. Once upon a time in a land far, far away, there was a child lost in time. All right. Then Penelope would write the next sentence. That child didn't know what to do, so he pulled out his rubber ducky because it was his favorite toy. And then Sol could do action. I would not. Or Sol could do whatever they wanted. Sol could be like, okay, and then what is going on here? I feel like I am lost in Narnia, right? So you guys can go in whatever direction you want to take it in. What we're going to do is we're going to try to see, and this is our challenge, can we make it through a story? Can we write a story that actually is a beginning, middle, and end together? Last time we did this, we told the story of Gandalfina, the wizard, with the princess, the wizard, princess, space, mermaid. That was the story we got last time. So we'll see what we do now. Now,
And I have a question. How is the audience going to help? Because you said the audience is going to help.
Perfect. Absolutely. So we're all going to be coming up with random ideas. Sometimes the ideas will flow right from us, but other times we're not going to know what to add next because we're doing this on the spot. I'm going to, if somebody's taking too long, I'll throw a timer up and we'll put you on a 30-second timer if it's taking too long. What we need with the help with the audience is we need your ideas. We want you to be involved in the story. So let's say that it gets to me and I'm like, what should this weird dragon do? Should he fly? Should he go grab his treasure? I don't know. Then somebody from the audience could have a really cool comment. I'll throw up the comments on the screen and you guys can help us build the story. So definitely, Courtney, requirement, dragon. Yeah, it has to have a dragon. All right, guys, I'm sorry if we've included dragons in this story. So that is absolutely how the community can be involved. Great question, Anna. Do you guys have any other questions? I think I explained this. Any other questions about this?
Nope.
All right, beautiful. So I'm going to start right at the top. We're going to start with our build a story game, and we will see what we can do. So we're at 2:30. Want to make sure. All right, perfect. So we are good on time. So I'm going to start right at the beginning, and because there we go. I love it. We're already getting good ideas, and I haven't even started it. A dragon. We could do a dragonling, a dragon yokai. Remember that what happens in the alley stays in the alley. Ooh, I actually think that's a great start. Remember what happens in the alley stays in the alley. All right, that's the beginning of our story, and I'm passing it right over to you, Penelope. So you can create your own thing, you can steal from the chat, or we can continue on. I know I didn't even set up a character. I was gonna go a dragon.
Yeah, okay. So remember, what happens in the alley stays in the alley. The Plesiosaurus winked. I'm just trying to think of words that you're going to find challenging to spell.
Oh, thank
you. Did you get that right? I'll have to think harder next time.
The Plesiosaurus winked. All right, and Soul, passing it off over to you.
The cat-sized dragon just stared at him.
The cat-sized dragon just stared at him. All right, Anna.
He asked, "What do you mean by that?"
On to you, Chris.
I'm trying to figure out. He asked, that's the cat asking the Plesiosaurus, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, this is our cat-sized dragon.
Okay. So the cat-sized dragon, what do you mean by that? I can fly.
Okay, I can.
And
fly.
I'm pretty sure this is our Plesiosaurus right here.
Yeah.
Can we name him? I'm gonna name him Pleo.
Yeah.
Pleo.
Oh, okay. All right, I love it.
Pleo scratched his chin and wondered why he overshared. Wonder why he overshared.
Ooh, all right. And let's see. I can fly. Pleo scratched his chin and wondered why he overshared. He realized, Pleo realized that he was deathly afraid of cats. And this dragon resembled just that.
Oh god, now I'm just thinking of Toothless.
Like, all right, we're going in the How to Train Your Dragon direction. All right, Penelope.
Okay. Remember what happens in the alley says, then it stays in the alley, the plesiosaurus winked. The cat-sized dragon just stared at him. What do you mean by that? I can fly. Pleo scratched his chin and wondered why he overshared. Pleo realized that he was deathly afraid of cats, and this dragon resembled just that. The cat sensed his fear, and cat dragon sensed his fear and raised his scale hackles and hissed and blew fire. Something like that.
Dragon sensed his fear, raised his scaled hackles, and breathed fire.
Hissy fire.
And
You gotta
and
keep
breathe
the cat
hissy
dragon
You can say
imagery.
his fire.
Hiss
Breathe
fire.
and-
Yes.
Mist fire. There we go. That gets some we're gonna make that bigger. All right. And Soul, what are we throwing in next?
His stubby wings fluttered uselessly against his back.
Just a second. Let me just fix this. All right. And one more time, Soul.
His stubby wings fluttered uselessly against his back.
His steady wings fluttered.
I said
useless-
stubby.
Oh, stubby. All right. His stubby wings fluttered uselessly behind his back.
Whose wings? Is that Pleo's wings or?
I think the
The
cat
cat.
dragon should be the next paragraph.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like
But when you say his
Sure.
stubby wings, do you mean the Pleo's wings?
The cat dragon.
Yeah.
The cat
Sorry,
dragon's
Pleo.
wings.
Yeah. Okay. So we have Pleo the Pleosaurus, and then we have the cat dragon with his stubby wings.
Okay.
No wonder he looks like a cat.
So Pleo decided this cat was not scary at all, and he can teach him how to fly.
Ooh. I kind of like that. That's kind of using like a kind of a lingo. He's like, "You're a cool cat." All right, Chris, what do we got next?
The item that Pleo decided to teach the cat how to fly with was a tulip. Similar to Dumbo, but let's try to get away from that, guys.
Oh, I get it now. I was like,
Yeah.
huh?
You're like, what?
That makes sense.
I had
All right.
the tarot card. I had flowers on it, so I just tulip.
Oh,
Ooh, I love
perfect.
that.
Yes.
Oh wait, I just want to see that tarot card, Chris. Show me that
Yeah,
tarot
let's see
one
it.
more
Which
time.
one was it?
It was the
Okay.
Seven of Wands. It's not a tulip. It's a flower.
That
Okay,
works.
okay. You're
That
like, all right, without going in the Dumbo direction.
Man, I'm gonna get
Yep.
my deck out too. That'll help.
All right, Paul, up to you, my friend.
Well, I mean, there's no way to go without bringing in some magic, right?
No, I mean,
So
it's,
the
we
item
can
that
go in any
you-
direction.
Yeah, the item that Pleo decided to teach the cat how to fly with was a tulip. But this wasn't just a standard tulip. It was a magical tulip.
Tulip. It was a magical tulip. Ooh,
How
I
is
love
a
it.
plesiosaurus in an alley? It looks like it's supposed to be underwater.
Well,
are
apparently this, I think this is a plesiosaurus. I think this
It's
is a.
Underwater
I forgot.
alley, right?
I have one more. I have one more question.
Uh-huh.
It says cat. We have a cat-sized dragon. Does that mean that
Mhm.
the dragon is the size of a cat, or the cat is very huge? Like I've been trying to figure that out.
No, it is a dragon the size of a cat.
Mm-hmm,
So it's tiny.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a house
On the
dragon.
dragonkin.
Got it. Wanted to
House
We
check.
got we got a cat-sized dragon who cannot fly.
Got it.
All right, so let's see. But this wasn't just a standard tulip; it was a magical tulip. the cat dragon went to grab the tulip, but was caught by surprise when the tulip opened its mouth and said,
Ooh.
what are you doing, bub?
What?
Oh man.
The tarot cards aren't helping at all. Okay.
We got a plesiosaurus, a cat-sized dragon, and a tulip walking to a
He's
bar.
handing him this tulip, and the tulip opens his face to the house dragon, and says, "What are you doing here, bub?" And the cat, who looks very much like an avocado trying to pick itself off the ground, but is too heavy, sobs a little and says, "I just want to fly. You happen to grant wishes?"
The cat. All right, one more time for me. I just want to fly.
Yeah, I don't know. I gave you a bunch of phrases. Put them together however you want. The cat. Okay, I see a dragon cat who looks like an avocado, a lean green avocado with little stubby wings. And he cries, "I just want to fly. Do you grant wishes?" I know that's 2 sentences. Use a semicolon.
I just want to fly. There we
Yes.
go.
Perfect.
Do you grant wishes? There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, like, how many? Who's going to be able to create the run-on sentences for us? You'll be like, all right, one thought, comma, parentheses, semicolon. All
There's
right,
a couple
on
M
you.
dashes in there too.
You would. All right, so
The magic tulip falls silent in disbelief.
fell silent in disbelief. Ooh. Something tells me Magic Tulip has a bit of a personality.
Okay. The magic tulip gobbles up the cat dragon.
Ooh, the plot thicken.
Oh.
The Magic Tulip gobbles up the cat dragon.
Thank you.
I was like, damn, this is a hungry tulip. So now we just got the plesiosaurus who offered the tulip, and the tulip just ate the dragon or the cat dragon.
Yes.
All right, Chris, where are we taking this?
Unbeknownst to the tulip, a knight in shining armor on a unicorn named Rainbow Sparkles.
A knight in shining armor. A knight in shining armor on a rainbow unicorn
Sure.
called Sparkles.
Called Sparkles. Appears
Did
to
what?
save the cat dragon.
Appears to save the cat dragon.
Sadly, he was drunk.
Wait, the unicorn. Yeah, I'm just gonna say the unicorn because that just sounds funny.
Oh god! Like one of them was drunk.
Both. They just got out of the
They can
club.
both
Change it to they. Sadly, they were drunk.
They were drunk.
Sadly,
It was a
okay, we'll
Saturday
do it.
night.
Sadly, they were drunk. Oh man. Calls for appears. So I'm up to the tulip, a knight in shining armor on a rainbow unicorn called Sparkles appears to save the cat dragon. Sadly, they were drunk. Sparkles waved his magic horn and let's see. Sparkles waved his magic horn and What should happen? What should happen?
I keep seeing the magic horn like swipe across the tulip and the tulip goes flying. That's what I keep seeing, but you can do whatever.
Sparkles waved his magic horn, and suddenly the tulip started acting drunk as well. All right, Penelope. I was like, oh, I guess we're gonna figure out why they're so drunk.
Put up your dukes, the tulip said, slurred.
Put up your
His little petals, his little fighting petals.
the tulip slurred
Yeah.
and put up slurred while putting up his petals.
His petal dukes.
His pedal dukes. Oh my god, I love that. All right, so
Cleo stood back, unsure of what to do.
As do most of us.
there we go.
And then he repeated the sentence. Remember, what happens in the alley, it stays in the alley.
Ah, good. I love that. Remember what happens. Oh my god. Okay, that was pretty perfect, actually. All right, Chris.
That's when Pleo decided to go back into the sea and wait for the next full moon to come back up. I had the moon card, so I had to put the moon in there somewhere.
And wait for the next full moon to come back up. All right, Paul, are we continuing right there, or are we jumping ahead in time?
Let's do a new section.
Okay. We'll do a little.
Are we going under the water now?
Yeah.
Are we going under
All right.
the water?
So
Oh.
let me think of how.
Everybody wants to go under the sea.
Oh.
That's a dinkus.
Darkness filled the room.
Room. We're in an alley. Which room?
Oh, now we're in a room.
Now we're in a room. Darkness filled the room as Meredith's eyes adjusted.
Ooh. I like it. We're introducing our supporting cast.
Oh, I'm not done.
All right.
I'm not done. There's more.
Oh, okay.
This is a quote. As Meredith's eyes adjusted, quote, "That was the weirdest dream I've ever had. I
There we
shouldn't
go.
eat right before bed."
Perfecto. Love it. All right. Let's see. Meredith got up. Meredith got up as Meredith's eyes adjusted to the light. She rose to wake. She rose to get up, but felt as Meredith's eyes adjusted to the light. She rose to get up, but felt her leg. As Meredith's eyes adjusted to the light, she rose to get up, but found herself in a dungeon.
Oh.
Lordy Lord. She looked outside and saw Mars rising and wondered what she was doing in outer space.
Oh,
You did it first.
I did it first. I blinked first.
All right, so
How did I get here?
That's a great question. I'm asking myself the same thing.
Then Sparkles said, I guess you were drunk too.
oh, that's great. I guess you were drunk too.
I'm just imagining Sparkles, the beautiful unicorn, in this like dungy, dirty like dungeon.
I always
with,
see,
like,
I always see Sparkles as like that Charlie the Unicorn type character from many years
Yeah.
back. All right, Chris, where do we take Meredith and Sparkles in the dungeon in outer space?
Meredith looks to her right and sees the knight in shining armor, also just still wasted, and says, "Brother, why are you here with me?" You got the 6 of Cups.
There you go.
Love it. And Paul, where do we go next?
Okay, so this is a quote. It's the knight speaking. Says, "I don't know. This is your dream."
Meredith, I don't know. This is your dream. Meredith turns to Sparkles and asks, let's see what, I guess you were drunk too. Meredith turns to Sparkles and asks, how
Where's Pleo?
if this is a dream, where's Pleo? All right, Penelope.
Okay. Let's see what I've got here. Outside the dingy window, the full moon rose, and Pleo swam across its cosmic surface.
Acid and window.
Oh, there he is.
And Pleo swam across the, what was it?
I don't know, like swam across, he swam across the, like Santa Claus in the night,
Swam across the
full moon.
space, the
The
surface.
universe.
Yes,
And
the
swam
time
across the
continuum.
universe. And swam across the
Void.
time continuum.
Ooh, the void.
The void's a good
And
one.
swam across
Void
the
is.
void. Outside the dingy window, a full moon rose, and Pleo swam across the void of the universe.
It would be an awesome picture book. This would be an
There
awesome.
we go. I completely agree. ML is like, OMG, I want to see this as a picture book. Completely agree. And by the way, Beth, congrats. Thank you for joining the community. I always have to shout it out. Thank you so much, my friend. All right, and let's continue on with this story. So let's see who was outside the dingy window. On to you, Chat Soul. Okay, so we have Meredith is in dungeon with our Sparkles and the knight beside her. It's her dream, and Pleo is swimming through the void of the universe in space towards them.
Meredith shook her head, wondering how deep the dream was.
But Sparkles pinched her, and she was not dreaming.
Plot twist.
All right, and Chris, where do we go next?
Well, that just changed my whole thing I was going to do. Okay. Meredith's therapist, an angel from above,
Oh my god.
says, "Why? How was that episode?"
I love this. Like half of us keep trying to tether it back to the real world, and then we're just like, no, we're just going to send it into who knows where, into the cosmos. All right, Paul, what do we got?
Originally, the temperance card was going to be an angel who captured her, but Meredith was taken out. I was really going to. That was
all right.
going to
This
be
is
the
a good angel.
captor.
All right, we got
Not
a good angel now. Well, I guess technically we haven't clarified what if the angel's good or bad. We just know the angel's a therapist.
Yep, that's all we know.
All right, Paul, what do you got for us?
I guess I have to. I don't know this. Sorry, hang on a second.
All right. Well,
We've taken such a pivot. I'm off. Okay, I got it. I think I got it.
Okay.
Meredith ignored the question.
All right, Meredith is a little spicy. All right, Meredith ignored the question. Actually, I'll go. Meredith ignored the question.
I went to sleep.
Let's see, how's that episode? Meredith ignored the question. How is it being how
is it being a figment of my imagination?
Hey, I like it. That is a good one. How is it being a figment of my imagination? I love that. All right,
Meredith
no,
is
on
in
to you.
control of her dream.
I would. What did she eat before she went to sleep?
I guess that's a question. I know I almost did drugs earlier. I'm
I
like,
was
all right.
like, is it mushrooms? It was mushrooms. Shiny little mushrooms. I am quite content to continue in this surrealist fantasy, Meredith said, crossing her arms and pouting indignantly. Don't ask me what I just said. I don't remember.
Indeed.
That's surrealist fantasy, like
Yep,
this.
that actually works.
And did it work? Okay, we're good.
Awesome, and I think that can go like that. All right.
Without the quotes, though.
Yep, there we go. You're like, I spell good. I promise. All right, so
The angel gives her a disappointed look and says, "This is not a fantasy."
No.
ooh.
What? Most of this is a philosophical debate about whether or not it's real.
This is not a fantasy.
Mm.
You, let me see. Cleo is coming to marry you.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. All right, so it's gonna be the angel still. Cleo is coming to marry you. Oh my goodness, the plot thickens. This is a romance. We're doing like a romanticy, apparently. We're doing like dark indie romanticy. All right, Chris, where do we take it from here?
We take it from a knight in gold armor.
Ooh.
Says, not if I can help it. I want to marry Cleo.
Woo, not if I can help it. I want to marry Cleo.
Take that, Meredith.
Oh my god, that's funny. And then Gomer says, "Now, if I can help it, I want to marry Pleo."
Oh God.
Right?
I know that was like a sentence, but that was funny. All right, Paul.
Knight in gold armor. The drunk knight in silver armor. Was that what
I think,
brother.
What? Sorry.
Her brother. We haven't
Yeah.
named her brother, but her brother, sure.
Her drunk knight, comma, her brother. The drunk knight, her brother, Chet.
Chet or Chad? Chet. The drunk knight, her brother Chet.
Tripped over his own feet,
Nice.
but managed to slur.
I want to marry Pleo.
I want to marry Pleo.
This is a definitely what stays in the alley, guys.
Yeah. Right.
The drunk knight, her brother Chet, tripped over his own feet, but managed to slur, I want to marry Pleo. Brother tripped over his own feet, but managed to slur. It's me. This might not be a
Courtney,
children's
I
book.
agree with that one now.
Oh, that's
Well,
funny.
that could be a children's picture.
Maybe not a children's book.
It could just be a picture book.
Hilarious. Let's see. So we have the two knights. All right. So we have the two knights.
Yeah, keeping up with this cast of characters is fun.
Then okay, yeah. So I'm like, okay. So we have. Okay, yeah. So we have quite a number of characters. So we're in a space. We're in a dungeon cell in space, or in some type of dungeon in space. We have Meredith, who I think Meredith might be our protagonist. We have the two knights, and then we have Pleo coming to save them. Okay. Pleo swung open the door, which smacked the angel in the face and announced, "But Meredith, I want Meredith. My heart is yours."
Oh. Not if I can help it, Sparkle says, diving forward and running Pleo through with his horn.
What? Not if I can help it,
Your heart
Sparkle
belongs
said.
to no one now.
Running forward and doing what?
Stabbing him in the heart with his horn.
And
Poor
not if I
Pleo.
can
Well,
help
we're
it,
just gonna
Sparkle
get
said,
dark.
running forward and stabbing Pleo in the heart.
This would be
I'm like,
immediately
violence,
banned in so
yay.
many places.
Oh my god.
Pleo batted their eyes, flattered to have so many suitors, but then action happened. So I was like, okay. We haven't heard from Sparkles in a minute. I've seen Cabin in the Woods too many times.
All right, so where do we go next?
A hiss sounded from outside. Did no one ask what Meredith wanted?
Side. Ooh. Did no one ask what Meredith wanted?
I feel like that's the cat dragon, the unnamed cat
I feel
dragon.
like it is. Yeah, this feels like Cat Dragon is still here.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
it
no,
took
that
him
was
a
my
while to get
intention.
out
No,
of
it's
the
got to be the
tube.
tulip. Didn't the tulip eat the cat dragon or something?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I don't know. That might have been the
But I
dream. We
haven't-
might be doing some
there was
Inception here.
Maybe it was the tulip.
Oh, yeah.
A Martian
It was a
tulip.
tulip.
Ooh.
Okay, so if it was the tulip says, I know how to solve that problem. I'm just gonna eat Meredith too.
The tulip says, I know how to solve this problem. Oh, that's funny. All right, Chris, where do we go next?
With a crack of as a crack of lightning hits the building. I have to remember all the characters that we have here. Both knights and Sparkles fall from the sky to their deaths.
Ooh, fall from the sky to their deaths.
Trying to get rid of some characters here, guys.
Yeah, there were way too many characters. Yes.
There's not enough
Let's
characters.
try to clean this up. Let's get rid of some characters.
Chat you would. We can
All
use
right,
it.
and-
Okay. Mildly devastated, Meredith fell to her knees and shouted into the void, "No, my drunk brother." No, shouted into the void. Then
yeah, I said
yeah.
shut.
But she has been eaten. She disappeared too.
The tulip just
Oh,
said
she
he was
already
going to
eaten?
eat
I
her.
didn't think
She
she was
hasn't
eaten
been
yet.
eaten.
Oh yeah, maybe didn't eat yet. Okay.
Oh yeah, tulip hasn't yet. So far, the tulip has declared they're going to. Mildly devastated, Meredith fell to her knees and shouted into the void, "No, my drunk brother." And her words echoed throughout the vastness of space right before she was devoured by the tulip.
Who's our main character?
I don't think there is
I think that's the
I mean,
end.
I tried to get
technically we
rid of
still
some.
have-
I tried to get rid
so-
of excess fat.
So technically we
How
have.
long is that
all right.
story gonna go? How long? How many minutes? More minutes we have?
All right, so we got about, let's see, so writing game, we got about 15 more minutes of this segment, so we should probably start going towards the ending. I was like, all right, so we have our two knights fell to their death.
No, they're dead. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gone.
Yep, two knights fell to their death. We had
Sparkles
Sparkles
to
fell
is
to
dead.
their death.
And Meredith is now dead.
Meredith.
Meredith eaten.
So we go
by-
back to just the cat dragon and Pleo. So we
Yep,
can
now we
finish
have the
like
tulip,
the beginning.
And
we have
Cleo.
Cleo, and the cat
Cleo
dragon.
got
That's
stabbed by
that.
the unicorn horn.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Cleo's
Cleo,
gone too. And I think
uh,
the cat dragon got eaten, so all we're left with is Tulip.
Yeah.
No,
No,
Tulip-
the cat dragon
Ah.
wasn't eaten. That was just in the dream.
Cleo,
I think
stabbed.
what-
I thought it was
think
still all an ongoing dream.
I think Act 3 needs to be
Yeah, that's what I
within the
thought.
stomach of the tulip where Meredith and the cat dragon are.
Ooh.
All right, so I think a good executive decision is scene break. I think that was a good beat, and take us into Act 3. And I think these are where characters are at right now. Two knights fell to their death. Sparkles fell to their death. Meredith eaten by Tulip. Cleo stabbed by Unicorn. So I think we just have Cat Dragon and Tulip.
Cat dragon,
Cat dragon,
tulip, and
tulip.
Meredith.
Nope, Meredith was just eaten by Tulip.
But I think we should go into the
Who was
stomach
cat
of
dragon?
tulip.
We could. We absolutely could. Oh, okay, we could.
Go
That
into
was
the
me. So
stomach of
technically,
Tulip.
this goes to Penelope. It's your call.
Oh, don't make me make decisions.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
man.
make that decision. I like that too though, but like I'm trying to figure out what. Yeah, I like that. I like the two people hanging out in the stomach. In Tulip's stomach, Meredith and Cat dragon, whose name was Jeff, blinked groggily at each other, for the tulip's stomach juices were making them feel funny. This is existential horror now.
Funny. Wait, take this in a dark direction.
I thought it would be cute and like Alice in Wonderland, but then I opened my mouth and
no.
Vile.
This group was never going to
Alright,
make
so-
it Alice in Wonderland cutesy.
All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap this story up. Let's see. We'll go one more full round and see if we can do it. So then we can do a full reading of the story and see what it actually sounds like.
Oh, you guys are not gonna like me then.
Courtney's
There was
like,
a
this is a great
gurgling
story to
sound,
showcase.
and Tulip spit them both out.
Wait, what was that, Sol?
There was a gurgling sound, and Tulip spit them both out.
Ah,
Gurgling sound and Tulip spit them both out. All right, Anna.
And then Meredith woke up, and it was all a dream.
Okay, and we're like, let's clearly define this. And then Meredith woke up, and it all was a dream.
The culprit of her dream was her dealer, her drug dealer.
Oh my God. So we're just gonna go with the drugs or the mushrooms or something.
Yep, mushrooms. Mushrooms.
All right, Paul.
mushrooms. Yeah.
And Meredith thought, that's cool. I wasn't ready to get married anyway.
Meredith took another handful of mushrooms and went back to sleep.
The
With-
end.
With her
Wait, do I get one? I want one.
Meredith took another handful of mushrooms and went back to sleep with her stuffed dragon, cat, and plesiosaur animals in her hands, in her arms.
Aww.
I was gonna have her be a writer and sit down at her typewriter and type, even though the little thing started floating off.
And what? Wait, what started floating off? We
The
got our
the laptop. The laptop starts floating, and she finds it harder and harder to type on it.
the
The last sentence is the end.
The end. That's it. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. That's what I said. The end.
the end.
No, Finn.
Oh, Finn. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, Finn. With
All
emojis
right.
is fine.
So we will do that. And I think we came up with quite a story. This is a great story to showcase our mental health. I think completely agree. So, all right, guys. So let's see what story we came up with. Clearly, I think we went on quite a journey. If anybody has a name for our story, this is going to be important.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So I'm going to read through it and let's see what we got. Remember, what happens in the alley stays in the alley. The plesiosaurus winked. The cat-sized dragon just stared at him. He asked, "What do you mean by that?" "I can fly." Pleo scratched his chin and wondered why he overshared. Pleo realized that he was deathly afraid of cats, and this dragon resembled just that. The cat dragon sensed his fear, raised his scaled hackles, and breathed mist fire. His stubby wings fluttered uselessly behind his back. Pleo decided this cat was not scared at all, and he could teach him how to fly. The item that Pleo decided to teach the cat how to fly with was a tulip. But this wasn't just a standard tulip, it was a magic tulip. The cat dragon went to grab the tulip, but was caught by surprise when the tulip opened its mouth and say, "What are you doing, bub?" The dragon cat, who looks like a little avocado with stubby wings, cries, "I just want to fly. Do you grant wishes?" The magic tulip fell silent in disbelief. The magic tulip gobbles up the cat dragon. Unbeknownst to the tulip, a knight in shining armor on a rainbow unicorn called Sparkles appears to save the cat dragon. Sadly, they were drunk. Sparkles waved his magic horn, and suddenly the tulip started acting drunk as well. "Put up your dukes," the tulip slurred while putting up his petal dukes. Cleo stood back unsure of what to do, just like most of us, and then he repeated the sentence, "Remember, what happens in the alley stays in the alley." That's when Cleo decided to go back into the sea and wait for the next full moon to come back up. Scene break. Darkness filled the room as Meredith's eyes adjusted. "That was the weirdest dream I've ever had. I should have ate right before bed." As Meredith's eyes adjusted to the light, she rose to get up, but found herself in a dungeon. She looked outside and saw Mars rising and wondered what she was doing in outer space. "How did I get here?" Then Sparkle said, "I guess you were drunk too." Meredith looks to her right and sees the knight in shining armor, still wasted, and asks, "Brother, why are you here with me?" "I don't know. This is your dream." Meredith turns to Sparkles and asks, "If this is a dream, where's Pleo?" Outside the dingy window, a full moon rose, and Pleo swam across the void of the universe. Meredith shook her head, wondering how deep the dream was, but Sparkles pinched her, and she was not really. Meredith's therapist, an angel from above, says, "How was that episode?" Meredith ignored the question. "How is it being a figment of my imagination? I am quite content to continue in this serialist fantasy," Meredith said, crossing her arms and pointing indignantly. The angel gives her a disappointed look and says, "This is not a fantasy. Pleo is coming to marry you." The knight in gold armor says, "Not if I can help it. I want to marry Pleo." "Take that, Meredith." The drunk knight tripped over his own feet but managed to slur, "I want to marry Pleo." Pleo swung open the door, which smacked the angel in the face, and pronounced, "But Meredith, my heart is yours." "Not if I can help it," Sparkles said, charging forward and stabbing Pleo in the heart with his horn. A hiss sounded from outside. "Did no one ask what Meredith wanted?" The tulip says, "I know how to solve this problem. I'm just going to eat Meredith too." As a crack of lightning hits the building, both knights and Sparkles fall from the sky to their deaths. Mildly devastated, Meredith fell to her knees and shouted into the void, "No, my drunk brother!" Her words echoed throughout the vastness of space right before she was devoured by the tulip. Scene break. Meredith and Jeff, the cat dragon, blinked groggily at each other as the tulip's stomach juices were making them feel funny. There was a gurgling sound and Tulip spit them both out. And then Meredith woke up and it was all a dream. The culprit of her dream was her drug dealer, and Meredith thought, "That's cool. I wasn't ready to get married anyway." Meredith took another handful of mushrooms and went back to sleep with her stuffed dragon cat and plesiosaur animals in her arms. Then.
All right, so I'm taking this from the chat, but this should be called Drugs Before Marriage.
I have a thought.
I think that is an excellent title, Drugs Before Marriage. There we go. There's our excellent title.
The question I'm having probably for a second one, or if it was just in her dream, who was the one that hissed? Is it Meredith who questioned Meredith? The Meredith question.
I'm pretty sure it was the cat dragon.
I thought it was the tulip.
Oh.
From inside the tulip.
Oh, yeah, that's probably what it was. Cat dragon or inside the tulip, one of the two.
Just saying. It just says a voice hissed. And I'm like, whose
Yeah,
voice?
Or if the tulip is magical, then it absorbed its abilities, including the ability to hist mist and hiss generally.
I think that was quite the experience. Did you guys have fun? Did you guys have fun with our it was like that was quite a lot of cast of characters. I think we got 7 characters.
Have fun doing this.
Yeah, so it came up with a perfect name for this event, Unhinged Writing. That is a perfect name title. I love that.
Yes.
Absolutely love that. I was like, yeah, I mean, I wrote the characters down. We had 2 knights. One of them was the drunk brother, Chet. The second, the Silver Knight, Gold Knight, Sparkles the Unicorn, Meredith, the Talking Tulip, Plesiosaur, Cat Dragon. Yeah, so we had 7 characters.
An
And the
angel.
word
angel. You're
count?
right. I forgot the angel.
What was the word count on that? So many characters for like
Angel, the
800 words.
therapist. Yeah. Oh, let's see what. So 7. So about 800 words, just south of 800 words.
Wow.
Wow.
Sounds
All
about
right, guys,
right.
we're gonna submit this to a fiction contest, and this will win all of
Oh
it.
my God.
And lose.
They're like,
All
wow,
of-
how's this story so creative? It takes it in a direction.
It's
It
got
takes
6
a village.
authors.
It's
I'm
like
sorry,
a
a
village.
direction, more like 10 directions.
It's like a rat king, you know, when the rat tails all get like
Oh,
tied up in the
God.
middle, and it's all everybody's trying to pull it in different directions. Like that's definitely how that story feels. It sounded a lot better than I thought it would when she read it out loud, though. It was like there was a rhythm to it.
Yeah, there actually was a rhythm to it.
That was with 9
Um,
tarot cards. That was 9 tarot cards.
And I think it works that it was the marriage theme. I think because we went in that theme, you could argue like, okay, it's like a dream lead up. I think it worked. So definitely really great work, my friends. I had a phenomenal time writing that story with you guys. That was amazing. With the story itself, I'll probably take it through a single, very easy edit, and then I'll send it out to everyone, and we'll throw it up on our socials after the WriteNow-A-Thon.
So the next time you do this, for the next write-a-thon, apparently you need to say thinking caps.
Mhm.
You need to do
Yes.
hats, and
So
also
thinking caps required.
call it also your unhinged writing experience or something. Or
Unhinged.
whatever.
I know. I love that. That was Soul's idea. As like the unhinged writing experience. Thinking caps required.
Yep.
Well, I had such a phenomenal time with that, my friends. Let's see. As I look at the schedule, so we're going to be moving right along to the next event. I know Penelope, Chris, Anna. I know we've already done some ads already. For anybody who wants to like check out any of our authors here, any of our guests, everything is linked down in the YouTube description down below. And I know, Paul, I believe we'll see you for another event coming up in just a bit. So I'll let you guys get going, but this has been great. I really hope you guys join us for the next Writing Unhinged. And you guys are awesome. This was a really great group to write with.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks so much, my friends. All right. Let me drop everybody. Perfect. And wow, what an event. What a crazy event. So that means we're going to be moving right along into our next series of workshops. But before we start getting into the next series, let's say 2. Perfect. So we are on a good timing. Before we hop into our next workshop, and we're going to be going into the round of romance. We got some romance workshops coming up just around the corner. But before we do, let's wake up the chat. How are you guys doing? And is anybody ready for another free giveaway? Please tell me, is anybody ready for another free giveaway? I know I am. We got some cool, fun things to do. How are you guys doing here? Did everybody enjoy our story, Drugs Before Marriage? I didn't know that we were going to be creating a story with Sparkles the Unicorn, Plesiosaurus, Knights, an Angel. Like, we got all the things. Kind of, it went in a couple different directions. Courtney was like, it gives Hunter S. Thompson and the Gonzo style of writing. And I was like, the next Right Now event needs to get all the artists to turn this into a picture book. Oh my goodness, that'd be so funny. So proud of Kaufman and his ability to stay on schedule. Oh, thank you so much, Courtney. You know, we're trying. This is what happens when we bring other writers together, because we're only on Kaufman time when Kaufman's the only one streaming. Oh man. But who's ready for another giveaway? So we're going to be doing another giveaway right now. So our